Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Sunday, May 15th, 2022. And this message is for the week of May 15th, or whenever it is that you're hearing this message. There's always something in these messages that you need to hear for your highest good. So decide if you want to go with card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3, or you can listen to the message as a whole, looking at it as past, present, and future. Your choice. These cards here today are looking at our chakra system. We have 7 chakras. We actually have more, but we're looking at the 7, starting from chakra 1 going up to chakra 7. Each chakra, let me start with telling you, is the definition of chakra is wheels of energy. And each one of these wheels, so to speak, represent an aspect or a part of your life. And the goal is to have all of your chakras open and being fluidly flowing energetically through these chakras. So you want the energy to flow. And what happens is when it gets stuck in a chakra and there's a blockage or there's stagnancy in the energy is when we have possibly physical ailments developing in that chakra, or we have situations that are coming up for us so that we can work on them and heal them. And of course, if you just look at your body in the physical aspect and you don't look at the other 3 bodies, the emotional, mental, and the spiritual, you're not getting a full picture of yourself. So today I would invite you and encourage you to choose which card you would like to go with here, because it will give you an idea of which chakra may be out of balance or which chakra you may need to be working on at this time. We're going to start with card number 1. So card number 1 is the emotional balance card. It represents 2 chakras. The first chakra is the color of the card, which is green, which is the heart chakra. And your emotional maturity is from your sacral chakra. So I'm going to turn the card around for a second. So we have this chakra here, the heart chakra, and then we have the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra represents your emotional maturity. It represents birthing something, obviously a child, human, or something, a project, being creative. And then we have here the heart chakra. And so this card is asking you, if you look at the first thing that we see here, it's a cup. And the first thing it's asking you to look at is, how is your cup? How full is your cup? Is your cup overflowing, where you are giving too much of yourself and therefore you're out of balance? Is your cup so not full that you need to fill it up, meaning that you are definitely not taking care of yourself enough? You're so focused on everybody else that you're not taking care of yourself. You want to get yourself back in balance, basically, is what this card is saying. And with that, we're going to pull one more card just to get a little more information on this. Okay, so you need to take a vacation, physically or mentally. This card is basically saying you're giving of yourself too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much for everybody else, and you're not taking enough time to take care of yourself. So when your cup is overflowing because you are giving so much of your emotions, or you're taking in everybody's emotions and that's filling up your cup that there's like no room left for yourself, that means your reservoir of energy is very low. And that is the sacral chakra. That's where the reservoir of energy resides. So if I asked you right now to close your eyes, take your inner gaze down to this area where the pelvic bone is. Take your inner gaze down to there. Give yourself a minute, inhaling and exhaling. And notice, how full is your reservoir of energy? Are you 20% full? Are you 50% full? Are you 75% full? Or are you 100% fully in balance, in harmony, taking care of yourself? My feeling is that you are about 50% full. You are giving a lot of yourself, but you're forgetting to take care of yourself. And that is why this card here is saying it's time for you to take a vacation, mentally or physically. It's time for you to start taking better care of yourself. That's card number 1. Now let's see what this chakra is. The crown chakra. So these are all of your chakras. The crown chakra is the chakra number 7. That is the chakra that sits at the top of your head, the crown of your head. That is your connection with the Creator. So let's just pull one more card before I continue and see what it says. So what do we want to talk about with regards to this chakra? Okay. So it says, seek out information that will help you, and vine. So now when I talk about the crown chakra, I don't use the word vine, I use the word cord, but essentially it's the same thing. So if you imagine at the crown of your head, there is a cord that is connecting or linking you into this connection with your Creator. And if you imagine that it's fluidly going up into the heavens and then coming back down to you through the crown chakra and all the way through all the chakras to the bottoms of your feet, grounding you into the ground, rooting you into the ground, and then imagine it's turning around, it's going back up again, back into the heavens. And what it is allowing you to do is to be grounded on the earth, feeling rooted, feeling supported, feeling grounded, and at the same time, you have this connection that you trust and have faith in and fully 100% believe in, that you also have this huge connection with your Creator. And at any point, at any time of the day, when you need some spiritual guidance or you need some support, you can just tap into this crown chakra connection, the cord, and ask or seek guidance. And that's what this is representing for you. It's saying you can seek out any information that you need for your highest good if you would just allow yourself to sit in quiet and connect with your Creator. We as humans on this earth, and it has been showing up so much more in the last couple of years than I've ever seen before, or maybe more and more people have become more awakened and aware to this, is that we live in a world where we're so in our minds, we are not in that connection to God. We don't trust God. We don't trust the connection. We don't trust the way God created us and designed us. And we also don't even trust ourselves enough to go into our hearts. What did we just talk about here? Into our hearts. We're always in the mind. Because in the mind, we feel we can control all of the outcomes. But until you understand the fact that you are a being that was created in the divine perfectness of God, you're not in control. God is in control. Are you able to tap into the energy? And are you able to connect with the magic of working with God? Yes. But once you realize that you're not in control and actually God is in control, is when you're able to finally let go and surrender and allow life to happen as it is meant to happen. And that's a hard one to swallow, because we have lived on this earth in a society where we feel that we can just control everything by somehow innately in our mind creating it to be the way we want it to be. But that's an illusion, and that's not real. So until you are able to realize this, and of course, if you chose card number 2, you're really being asked to work on your connection with your creator and work on trusting and having more faith in the ability of this connection. You will be more balanced and in harmony and allow that fluidity, if you see that word there, the fluidity of this connection coming up, going through the chakras, going down, rooting you down, going back up and back down. If you've ever heard the expression, as above, so below, that is what it means. So card number 2, people, you're really being asked to work on your connection with your creator. Get out of your mind, get into your heart, get into that connection and trust it. And then card number 3 is third eye chakra. So it's quite similar to this because now we're going down one chakra from the crown to the third eye. The third eye is the point between your eyebrows. Your third eye is the one that is awakening all of those that were asleep to be able to see the truth more than ever before. It could be the truth in all of the different world events. It could be more perspectives than ever before, or seeing something happening and then feeling or having this intuitive knowing that there's more to it than what you're actually seeing. And we're going to pull a card for that one, of course. But know that the veil is being lifted. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. The card that flew out is heart. Love, deep affection, and caring. But I think I need a little more information before I can connect that. Okay, and it says happiness. So my feeling here is that what this is saying is that the more that you connect into and allow the veil to be lifted on the third eye and allow your clairvoyance or your ability to see truths more than ever before, you allow the illusions to be lifted, you're going to realize that it's better for you, for your highest good, to be out of the head and into the heart space and trust your intuition more than ever before, and it's going to create more happiness in your life. The fact that many sit in their mind, their analytical minds, and don't allow themselves to feel intuitively what the next step is for them in their lives or what the answer to a question might be. We're really just, we're kidding ourselves because we were created to be able to use every single aspect of our energetic body. All of the chakras, not just the mind. And it's time for us to come back to, or maybe we've never been there ever, but it's time for us to come to a place where all of the parts of us are within us for a reason. And they all serve us. Are you allowing them to serve you? Are you allowing yourself to basically step into your divine feminine body more than you ever have before? Because most of society lives in a masculine energy. They have to do something in order to feel success. Maybe you need to have a title in order to feel success. But it's time for us to realize that we have to get more in our emotions and allow ourselves to feel into intuitively an answer or our next step forward, because it's going to serve us for our highest good. Can you allow yourself to do that for yourself? I hope that this message, rather deep one, served you, and I wish you a great week.